After surviving a horrific car crash, her mind-blowing near-death story. Everyone, welcome. She embarked on an enduring journey from her school, enduring a 4-hour drive to reach her far-off university, situated miles away from her hometown. It was her second year, and out of the blue, she hatched this audacious plan to surprise her folks with a spontaneous weekend visit, complete with a group of friends in tow. It promised to be a weekend filled with boundless joy and laughter, one that would find its place in the annals of cherished memories. As the time arrived to bid adieu and head back to her university, her mom selflessly offered to be the one to drive her to a friend's place for a shared ride back to college. But there was something unusual about her mother's demeanor during their farewells. She insisted on occupying the backseat and extended their goodbyes with an unusual warmth and depth. Around 2.5 hours into their journey, the relentless rain relentlessly battered the windshield of their car as they confronted an unforeseen catastrophe. A hill, a waterlogged road, and a swerve gone awry. The car skidded into the oncoming lane, resulting in a head-on collision. Her recollection of the event is limited to the abrupt screeches emanating from her roommates in the car. She was completely knocked out in the backseat, only to wake up to their frantic cries. However, her memory fades into obscurity at this point. Fragments of the post-accident scenario gradually come into focus. As she opened her eyes, she spotted a woman by her side, earnestly attempting to calm her frayed nerves. Panic coursed through her veins. Then, it was as if she had separated from herself, observing the ambulance scene unfolding before her like a scene from a movie. Hovering over the scene, she absorbed every detail, keenly interested in the fate of everyone involved, her curiosity reaching an unprecedented intensity. She checks her mate, who was driving, and gets an out-of-body view of herself on a stretcher in the ambulance. Paramedics sealing the back, signaling a move. She's floating, separated from her physical form, a weird sensation. She's in a weightless state near the roof of the ambulance. The deeds are sharp in her mind. Nurse looks, convos between the two dudes up front. Roomies in agony, found later with a broken back and leg. Ambulance crew debate the best way to drive, balancing care for the injured and her condition. But she's chill, no anxiety. Just observing, a calm outsider. Then it hits her, sliding back into her body. In the ambulance, nurse asks her mate for her name. The spelling's off. L-E-E. Not her L-E-A panic mode, thinking they'll never reach her folks. She corrects the nurse slowly. It's L-E-A, and they live in Takapuna. Nurse's eyes widen, a real Kodak moment. More to this roller coaster, a chat with her mom. Mom had a weird premonition hours before the accident. The 1:00 a.m. phone call, bingo. Her intuition had flagged something amiss before it all went haywire. Mom vibes, spooky stuff, predicting the storm before it hits. Later, she floated out of her body again, looking down on the whole ambulance ride. They were heading to a hospital pretty far from the accident spot. During the ride, she lost a lot of blood and banged up her head real bad. At the hospital, a bunch of surgeons got together to figure out what to do. Some veins and arteries in her head just wouldn't stop bleeding. It's important to know this wasn't a fancy hospital, just a regular one in the area. In that moment, something deep inside her urged her to get back to her body, a strong desire to be put back together. She vividly remembered the feeling of coming back to her body, feeling reassured that things would be okay. When she got home, the seriousness of her injuries became obvious. Her head injury messed with both her short and medium-term memory. Back then, the way they treated head injuries was very different from today's methods. At 19, her rehab wasn't much, just weekly checkups, memory tests with playing cards, and a pat on the back when she remembered stuff right. They'd tell her to rest and come back the next week. That was pretty much all they did for her rehab. Sometimes, even simple things slipped her mind, like where she put her shoes. So she moved back in with her parents and had to drop out of university because she couldn't remember her studies. Life felt gloomy, like her dreams and future had been totally wrecked by the accident. But a few months later, she decided she wasn't going to let this accident shape her life. She refused to be a victim and took control of her own recovery. Over 2 years, she transformed her life. Her improved memory was proof of all the hard work she put in. During those tough 2 years, she realized something huge. Your attitude and mindset can really change your life. The human mind is a powerful thing when you use it with purpose. Life has way more choices than you might think at first. The lessons she learned during that time made her super grateful. She learned a lot about how the brain works, about memory, and about how people connect with each other. Plus, that out-of-body experience she had gave her a deep feeling of comfort and a strong belief in something bigger than what we can understand, guiding her through her journey. The stuff she picked up while getting better after her big car crash. Yeah, that became the foundation of her current biz, and she's passing those lessons on to others now. But that was just one major turning point in her life. She's had to face some seriously tough times, like losing her best friend to suicide, and then, boom, both her parents passed away within 6 weeks. Tough, right? But even with all that heavy stuff, she keeps tapping into the wisdom she found in the aftermath of that car accident. It helped her grow and find herself. Those life-changing moments gave her this solid self-belief and a deep understanding of how humans tick. She's all about sharing the insights she's picked up on her journey. Every year, she connects with loads of people, and she sees a common thing. A bunch of folks are weighed down by fear in different parts of their lives. Her deal is to shake that up. She thinks life is there to be lived to the max, soaking in experiences that help us grow. Her mission? Get people to grab onto those lessons, face their fears, and really live life to the fullest. She's big on the power of sharing experiences and how it can teach everyone involved. She's all about bringing her community together for positive change. Her channel? She's dreaming big, aiming to share stories about near-death experiences from all over the globe. To make it happen, they're starting up a YouTube membership thing. The audience's support is like the glue that holds their channel together. Members get cool stuff like exclusive content, Q and sessions, giveaways, and live events. And most importantly, their support helps spread these amazing experiences to a global audience. A massive and heartfelt thank you to all the viewers and supporters who have been a part of this incredible journey. Your support, whether through your engagement, comments, or simply by being part of this community, plays a vital role in building a strong and connected network of like-minded individuals. It's your contributions that make this community a welcoming and enriching space. So once again, a heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you who is on this journey together. Love's got us falling in, looking at the stars in wonder. Love's got us falling in, feeling it in our hearts. Your time and attention are greatly appreciated. If you've enjoyed this story and would like to hear more like it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. We're excited to have you with us as we continue to explore and share more stories and experiences together. Your support and engagement mean the world to us, and we look forward to having you as a part of our community for many more adventures to come. Thank you.